Alright. It is time once again to stream with WASD as my motion controls. I've done a little bit of stuff off camera, which I guess I can summarize now. I trained up our Sandile into a Crocodile. I got the mining kit. You got it from under the stairway that the bomb went off and you went into the cave, which gave us a whole bunch of items that are potentially useful. I returned to the Coral Ward warehouses, and in one of them there was a Happini hiding, who I evolved into Blissey. What else did I do? I sort of stumbled into a level 65 Beartic that I beat that got me this here Smoochum. Anything else? Oh yeah, I beat a captured Drifloon. And then we're actually going to be starting on that note and continuing that quest. Because, going back, there's some more breeding in my future. You see, this Blissey has great IVs in a lot of places where it matters. The problem is, look at these moves. Blissey doesn't learn a single useful... Yeah, as Summoner. Where was I? The Blissey doesn't learn a single useful offensive move by level up or by the TMs that we have available. So we're going to need to breed for him. And for that, we need to complete... But to keep those good IVs, we need a Destiny Knot. And so we need more department store stickers. To get department store stickers, we need to complete some quests scattered throughout the world. Oh, that's more than I'll ever be able to do, Yarim. We need to get more department store stickers, is what I was saying. So we're going to be continuing this girl's quest. She's being attacked by Venipedes. Now I need to actually find my way over to her. Here? I guess we... Okay, we can do this. Not the best matchup. So... Joke's on you, I'm into that. See, I thought that would be going for Protect. Nice rollout. Okay, we're gonna head down. I think her house is in... Eskel is a little... I'm sure I won't find Eskel easy when I get there, because I'm bad, for lack of a better word. It's fun, but I'm not good at it. And if they do have to take my old potato laptop in, I am going to miss playing video games and also miss streaming for however long it takes. Like, this is most of my entertainment. We're not going there. We're going there frequently, but we are not going there right now. Oh my god, come on. Now, have you tried not waylaying people, Street Rat Owen? Alright. So we're looking for this little girl's house. That is not the same as Death Mode. It's a lot harder than Death Mode. Like, do you remember when I did the boss rush, and by god did I get demolished by Eskel's first bullet hell. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. So how many stickers do we need? Is it... If I'm not mistaken, we needed... I think it's 2 to get to where I want to go. Might only be 1. Hopefully it's only 1. So we can get on with the main story. Niche items 1. I think Destiny Knot's here. Okay. Actually, anything good here? Eject button is more than niche. Province's Holy Raid is like 1,000 damage. I experienced that. Almost a one-shot on me. Oh. There's no Destiny Knot here unless you give me it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I would rather... Uh-oh. Okay, let's look up Destiny Knot and see how many I need for this dang... Okay, Destiny Knot. Pokemon Reborn. I was under the impression that it would be in niche items 1. Apparently not. Okay, it is from Obsidia Department Store Floor 4. So we need another stamp. Ceaseless Void is just awful ever since it got the ability to hold you to the floor and throttle you. Pokemon Reborn, Department Store, stickers. Let's pick out one of these to go after. That sounds... Whichever of these sounds the easiest. Okay. This one in Jasper Board doesn't sound too difficult. Let's go get it. Just a little bit of side questing before we get back to the story. Fly up above a platform. That way you don't get held to the ground. And you have a little bit of vertical play. Probably was why. Though I've already killed Ceaseless Void, and honestly it was nowhere as bad as Profaned Guardians. Did you have anywhere near as much difficulty as I did with the chicken balls? Like, I'm not crazy, they are insanely fast, right? That probably won't be the one where we can use the elevator. So we're looking for a building where we can use the elevator. Oh, you use asphalt platforms. Yeah, that'll do it. I'm kinda slightly anti-asphalt platforms because they're incredibly useful, but also very not Calamity. So... this looks to be the place. Okay, Peridot Ward. Okay, this should get us another stamp or sticker. I'm going to alternate between calling them stamps and stickers for all of eternity. In fairness, they are functionally very similar things. Now granted, I would never put a sticker. It was always the projectile... Put it this way, it was the projectiles that were killing me. But the reason the projectiles were killing me was because I had to put so much energy into just avoiding the charges from them. They weren't even charges, they were just constantly moving at extreme velocity towards you. Let's see. We're looking for... Man, who'd want to live here? Second time through, hopefully will be easier. But who knows? There you are. This looks like the place. Tangela department store sticker. Okie dokie. So now does this get us a destiny knot? Hopefully. Hopefully. Unfortunately, I do not currently have the Pokemon I want to breed with Chansey set up. So this is as far as we'll go as far as getting a functional Blissey, I suppose. Or floor. Okay. Power Herb, Absorb Bulb. Anything good here? Air Balloon's okay. There we go, Destiny Knot. This is not exactly cheap, but TM48 round. We don't really need that. Okay, so now we should be able to get our... I wish I could get focus matches right now. But, yeah, that should do the trick. That's as far as we'll go with stamps for the moment, because this is the first thing I've not needed, but would really have liked, or really like, with stamps. So now Chieko should have a very solid chance of passing on her amazing IVs. When we have her make some babies that will have serviceable offensive moves. This is the way, yeah. Now we're just... Okay, here we are. Should buy some more repels. So... rapidly heading towards being poor. Oh, the other... I didn't mention this, but I also played too much Voltorb Flip and got Facade, since we seem to be getting quite a lot of mileage out of Chiasa. Facade is a hell of a move with Guts, and a lot better than Aerial Ace. It is a move that has double power, and it gets same type attack bonus. So this is effectively a 210 base power move. This is stronger than Brave Bird if they're both the same effectiveness, and has no downside. The other thing we should do in light of that is We should find a wild Pokemon and get Chiasa burned. Because we have a Silk Scarf now. Aerolite? That's actually very close to a Pokemon ability. I know you're referencing the Ore, but that's an OP ability more so than Aerolite is an OP Ore. Okay. So now what we can do, because we're not committed to having the Flame Orb on Chiasa. If she goes in pre-status, it accomplishes the same thing, and now we'll have a very powerful move, and yeah. It'll get boosted by Silk Scarf. Which brings us to, it's a 20% bonus. We'll leave it stacked multiplicatively. So this will be 252 base power. It might not be multiplicative, it might be additive. I don't actually know if stacking of stab and such is multiplicative or not. I think it is. My initial guess is it is. I forgot what he led with. Yeah, I actually forgot what this guy led with. Evasion Scarf. I'm afraid it's not very red. And I despise evasion in this game. Like, I honestly hate moves like Double Team and items like Bright Powder and such. Understood. Yeah. Hopefully. Okay, orderlies. Cosmic Worm Scarf. Use a little bit of dog power in our lives. Okay. Kiss your ass goodbye. Yep. Kiss your ass goodbye. And kiss your ass goodbye too. By the way, Chiasa's Facade should cleanly one-hit KO the Manic Trick. It would have to be very physically defensive. And I highly doubt the Manic Trick is very physically defensive. That is not a good start. Ow. Okay. Bye-bye. The only problem is getting him in. Or getting her in. So I don't think we can come in on Flamethrower. I'm gonna come in on Flamethrower here. And this is gonna Volt Switch. So I'm just gonna... I think I'm just gonna throw out Darkest Lariat. So... Oh god, I can't imagine getting rid of a dash. That sounds horrible. Or not having one. Okay, this is Flamethrower. See, this is just gonna Volt Switch on me again. You know what I could have done would have been smart? Oh, we got fucking burned. You're kidding me. Burn halves your attack, and Flamethrower has a 10% chance to burn you. We should live this, it's -1, yeah. Double Sleep Powder miss. That's really unlucky. Oh yeah, that's Darky. Okay. Triple Sleep Powder miss, by the way. Bye-bye, Cannon. Kanye is worthless here, so let's sack him. No, I forgot to put on Hikaru. I forgot to put, what are we actually doing about this? I think we have to try to get into Brave Bird range. Oh god, he healed my team. Fuck. Well, yeah, we just lose here. Okay. Good to know. Your team gets healed. Yeah, it's a disabled. Well, I didn't have a problem with Providence despawning. I was dying to her plenty, but no despawns. Sucks that we have to put the Flame Orb back on. And we should give... We should give the Dread Plate to Hikaru. So we don't need the charcoal here. He leads with Minior. I'll probably lead with Atsushi. Basically, the difficulty with this fight... Well, okay, I forgot to change to a ground type on Volt Switch last time. But the difficulty with this fight last time is that Volt Switch is free against my team, or was free against my team. So I would just, the Mignac trick, whenever it had a bad matchup with Volt Switch. And so I'd just get worn down and wouldn't be able to deal with it. But now if I switch in the ground type on Volt Switch and don't get burned, I'll be fine. I have a Sunstone. I do have a Sunstone, probably. I can swap for one. I don't know what... Not terribly sure what's relevant about it, other than possibly making a Celestial Shell. Not gonna do very much damage. Hopefully they don't do much damage. Pharaoh Seed is not remotely a problem, I'm just leaving it there. God, Steel is such a bad offensive typing. Okay, can we stop missing all of our attacks? Okay. So now we have the lead matchup on them. Now we know that Minior... We know that we don't one-shot Minior, so we're gonna discharge. Because there was a chance we got Para there. And at any rate, we'll take way less damage, because it's in defensive form. Now this is Manectric, and I need to remember a very basic principle, which is... Okay, that's fine. All we need to do is corner this Manectric. This Sleep Powder missed one. There's Sleep Powder. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Kiss your ass bye. I'm just gonna let Azumi go down. I don't want to switch in, Guru. Because, yeah, this is a Chandelure. It does a ton of damage. Bye-bye. No Flame Body proc. Is that supposed to be how it works? That Beak Blast's effect triggers while the Pokemon's asleep? Okay. Get Moxidon. Huh. Do I want to go upstairs? I feel like they're both bad. I'm going upstairs. So the initiative Crocodile definitely imbalances our team a bit, but I'll keep it for now. We can also get rid of Kozue. So that would lessen our fairy weakness and lessen our flying weakness. And if we took Nagisa with us instead of Kozue, we would have a lower water weakness as well. So I think I will take Nagisa for now. We will add new Pokemon as necessary to this. And we're gonna have the lovely Blissey be joining us soon. Oh, does anyone else want one of these items we have? Well, we could definitely give... Do we happen to have ourselves a ground type plate? This is all, Iron plate is probably better than zoom lens for gear grind. This is all mining stuff I got. Okay, we'll give Hikaru the charcoal, and we will put the dread plate on coming at you. Because it's better than holding nothing. So I suppose the metronome is an option if we really care to power up Earthquake over the other moves. So that's a mining rock. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll remember it because the reason I needed to go mining in the first place was because of the Opal Stone, which can only be obtained by mining at this point, and it took me a very, very long time to get that thing. Oh dear. Those two ain't looking so hot. Oh dear. These guys are higher level than me now. Of course we miss. Of course we miss. As soon as I take the item that boosts our accuracy off. Physical fire types are definitely not my best friends. Of course it has Head Smash. Bubble Beam is still better. Really? I'm actually surprised that that KO'd me. Don't like that we're getting such a beating at the hands of the first grunt in the place. Oh dear, oh goodness. So... what exactly is this? Okay, it's obviously... oh dear. It does not feel like there's a great deal of rhyme or reason to this. Could you, like, stop having mini ores? They're annoying. Flower of Gods was pain. I'm sure Dog with faster and more damaging bullet hell projectiles would be. I almost gave Nagisa proteins instead of hyper potions. Okay, probably what we seek is in here. Okay, is this... you recalled? Well, you can't recall, right? Or do recall potions work during boss battles? Dear God, I hope there are no more of these puzzles, because... forgive me if I'm stupid, but I am making neither heads nor tails of what is going on here. Okay, let's try and look for a pattern. Okay, it's not just inverting. Oh, Okay, so we need to get to that tile, the one on the left. So at least I know what I'm looking for. So pink. So where does this blue take us? This blue takes us here. Purple takes us here. Pink always takes us here. This one takes us about here. Dark blue takes us to here. Orange takes us here. That one appears to be safe. Oh, this color. This color takes us to the bottom corner. Okay, is it two? Oh, hold up. It's two fixed. It's two fixed patterns, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's two fixed patterns. And so we can end up on okay, we're gonna want to take a pink. Yeah, that's not right. Okay. So I'm still lost as all bloody hell because I'm not memorizing this pattern yet, but I guess what I could do is I'm gonna head to the bathroom first, but after that I'm gonna screenshot this. Alright. I'm gonna take pictures of it with my phone actually because it's easier to reference that way. So here's the first one, and here's the second one. And I will have a look. Okay. So right now, what were we looking to do? We're looking to get onto one of these light blue tiles. in the configuration we're currently in. So we want to try to get to this purple or this, like, grayish tile. So if we take orange, we're not going to be there. If we take... Well, we obviously can't take light blue, so I guess we're going to try pink. Yeah, we'll do pink. Now if we do pink, we'll be on dark purple. So... we're on dark purple right now. We don't get it if we go orange. If we go up to purple, I think we get it if we go up to purple. And so now we should be... There we go. Okay. Back to looking at chat, because I was using my phone for other things. Alright. There we go. Drop a save so we don't have to do that over. Hello, shiny cross thing. Alright. Meteor Gruntilda. Can't go there yet. Can we go into here yet? There's a double battle. Okay. No, I don't want to join them. Oh, this fucking thing. Fuck off with the critical. Looks like he has bananas on his head. Oh no. Kinda does, but it's a fairly annoying Pokemon because electric types are not my favorite matchup here. Do I want to get rid of something for Power Whip? That's a good question. So Power Whip is fairly strong. It has 120 base power. But it doesn't heal me. It's not perfect. The Machoke is not electric. I thought you meant the Manectric, because the Manectric is yellow. So Power Whip is a lot stronger than Geiger. Yeah. I guess the argument is whether we take it over Leech Seed or Ancient Power. And Ancient Power really is very weak, is the thing. Like, it really is a very weak move. So I honestly think Power Whip might add more here than having Ancient Power. I'm gonna take it. I'm not entirely happy with it. Like, neither of those moves are particularly effective at adding things. It's just a more powerful stab option. I never thought of Machoke's thing as bananas. I've always thought of them as some sort of crest, I guess, would be what I would describe it as. And we're out of revives, so we're back to the Pokemon Center. Probably after the next battle. Shiny Cross thing first, and then Laura. Hello there, Laura. We have to go one of these two ways. Of course it high jump kicks. Why wouldn't it high jump kick? You have nothing good to hit this with, unfortunately. I think Sarina's physical bulk is a lot higher than its special bulk. I guess not. This probably wants to use... This is a pretty safe switch. Oh, I'm afraid that Astromorius is a lot better in that department than Sarina. Of course we got burned by fire fans there. Okay. Well, it's back to the center we go. Oh, we can't go back. Oh no. Oh dear God. Please let there be a heal spot. Please let there be a heal spot. We would have to go back through the puzzle. Oh no, that's awful. I don't want to do the puzzle again, chat. The puzzle is no bueno. Hydro pump. We will take over Bubble Beam. It's not the most reliable move, but it is a much needed power up. Undertale's core building. I have not played Undertale. Primes were faster than this. Please let there be a heal spot. Please let there be a heal spot. Oh, are you watching your friend just like in the same room or like over Discord? Is your friend streaming? I'm always interested to hear about other people. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that. I should have taken... Yeah, because it's entirely redundant to keep automatized. Not that Mirror Shot isn't redundant. Okay. Oh, is that the exit? No. Curse this place and their disco rooms and disco floors. various other things related to disco. Oh god, that's not a good switch. Yeah. Okay, we need to go to the fucking center now. Oh my god. Oh, you know what I could do? Throw myself at least one trip. I hope you can escape rope out of here. That's not... She might heal me, though. Oh god. I'm guessing, yeah, I'm nearly dead. Yeah. We need to go get healed to fight these guys. Can I escape rope out? We're still gonna have to do the puzzle again, but at least we'll only have to do it once more. As opposed to twice more. Yeah, I can't say because I've never played Undertale. Maybe I should. I don't know if there's a market for first-time playthroughs of Undertale anymore. Not sure how the fan base of that is. So I know there's some games that have a ton of devoted fans who are very happy to see people play for the first time. And then there's other games where that's not the case. So I'm definitely looking... Once the whole, catching up of YouTube is done, I'll have time to get some new games sorted out. Like, give that some more thought. Preferably nothing super long, because Reborn falls into the super long category. I don't want to be doing multiple super long games at the same time. Oh, hold up. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Now, who do I want to lead with? Let's go with this. Well, that was a mistake. I didn't remember what they led with. What is Vikable's physical bulk as opposed to its special bulk? Vikable. Yeah. It is more physically bulky than specially bulky. Okay. So, flamethrower it is. Okay. Wow. It has levitate. What do I want to protect? So Golisopod has first impression. Yeah, I don't know if I want to protect or not. Or what I want to target. Golisopod probably isn't going down to 1 crunch. I doubt Mudsdale is either. Golisopod could be doing either first impression or a water move. Liquidation. I'm fairly sure Golisopod is fairly physically bulky. Oh yeah. We will need to Brave Bird if we want to KO this. Alright. I will check this out at the end of stream, I just don't want to have it on stream for copyright fears, more or less. So where was I going? I believe I was going to the atrium gate. Or somewhere thereabouts. Does that mean we are going this way now? Or am I crazy? Where do I put my repel? Do I not have any more repels? Surely not. I feel like I definitely used. We definitely have one. Yeah. There they are. Nope, this gate's still up. Okay. So it's still somewhere on this side. Hoping it wouldn't be somewhere in here. Okay. So, which way? So this is where we were. Okay. We're not here. Down here? Well, this feels about right. I sort of want to get that item, though. I sort of want to get that item if I can. So I've just bumped past it. Let's grab. Okay. So we can be L. I think it was this way. Nope, I am mistaken. As I usually am when it comes to anything vaguely puzzly. Your whole continue watch list is me. Surely you watch other people, right? And I appreciate you watching me, because, you know, any viewership helps, pretty much. But I can't be the only entertaining person on this platform. And I get that well, I suppose there aren't a ton of people who play Calamity Terraria on Twitch. That'll... I managed to find my way out before I found my way forward. Wow. No one else entertaining or no one else who plays Calamity? I refuse to believe I'm the only entertaining person. Okay, this is it. Panzan Meteor Base. That guy has a giant fist, like, attached to his side. You're the only one I've seen who speaks English and plays Calamity, or is entertaining and plays Calamity. Or is entertaining. Because it is interesting for me to know that I do something vaguely unique. Ow. Okay. That is, like I said, actually fairly interesting information for me. Yeah? Fascinating. Well, good luck with whatever you were planning to do. This thing's a big issue to me. I'm gonna go for it. Wasn't sure that would be a KO. I don't know. I suppose it is fairly niche at the end of the day. That won't save you. Oh, bye-bye. That won't do much. Hopefully we get healed at some point in here, because it would be a bit of a pain. Well, that's a good start. Torment is not going to save you. Unless you're a Zoroark. In which case, Torment might save you. I think Fire Fang, Flamethrower... I think Double Kick is probably the best overall. So it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's an actual Grumpig. And he's dead. Really hoping we get a heal. Don't listen to a single... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are in the Tanzan depths, is where we are. Interesting. It is very dark. I wish I had flash. Unfortunately, flash, ironically, is hidden in a dark place. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, could you stop, like, having earthquakes? Oh dear. We should have a look at what lives here, should we not? I'm glad to hear that you find me entertaining. Right. Wild encounters. We are... What lives in Tanzan depths, perchance? Tanzan depths. Onyx, Alolan Geodude, Sandslash, Diglett, Arbok, Alolan Graveler. Okay, if this document is accurate, which it might not because it's episode 18 documentation, I am interested in Hippopotas and Durant. Let's see. Good one. Alolan Graveler. Show me Hippopotas. Closer. Not entirely sure. That's at level 1 Diglett. I'm afraid it's not. Okay. Alolan Geodude. Oh god, it's a Steelix. Let's see what we're working with. Oh dear. Look on Gargantuan Steelix would like to battle. Let's see what it has. It's Earthquake. Heavy Slam. Let's intimidate it. Tangrowth. Tangrowth doing Tangrowth things. I'm being extremely physically bulky. Bye-bye! Oh dear. Okay. Okay, I want to get our... Oh, is this supposed to be the cave the Steelix dug? Okay, it gave us a heal. I want to get... I want to get the Pokemon I'm interested in here, or find out if they're here at all. So let's give it 15 encounters for one. How are you supposed... It digs, is what it does. I would presume it's digging anyway, because it dug these tunnels. Which makes it very large. Our, what, that was 2 of our encounters? If I don't get it, I don't get it. But Hippopotas and Durant are pretty good, so I want them if I can get them. Three encounters. More encounters. Five encounters. Oh. Piece of crap. Yeah? Is it like murder dancing? I don't know what murder dancing is. It sounds like it results in death. 7... Eight. Could we see... Could we see a... Do I want Hippopotas or Durant more? Geodude, what a name. Yeah. Some of them have... I think what the funniest Pokemon name is. It's probably like... Actually, I don't know. I can't come up with it on the top of my head. He's a garbage Dugtrio. We should get Chiasa out first, because she can't be trapped by Arena Trap and should be able... That's murder dancing. I'm gonna turn down the volume and see what this murder dancing is. Turn the volume down on my phone, that is. Murder dancing. He appears to be up against the wall and, like, trying to glitch through it or something. It has a chance to spawn an enemy. Sand Slash? Okay. I don't remember how many I had. Doug. So we're looking for Hippopotas or Durant. Let's give it 5 more to get at least one of them. Hippopotas. Durant, come on out. Nope. 2 of 5, I think. There's a Hippopotas. Okie dokie. And it has a good ability too. So Hippopotas here is our first automatic weather inducer. So it will automatically summon that sandstorm whenever you send it into the fight. So it can be very helpful. And it's also, well, its evolution is not a bad Pokemon in its own right. It's another Pokemon along the lines of Azumi. Kinda different, but similar concept in it is a physically defensive Pokemon. So, yeah. Welcome aboard, Hippopotas. I'm sure I'll find a use for you at some point. I was sort of hoping we'd get Durant on the way out here, but we didn't. That's fine. If I was only gonna get one, I would have taken Hippopotas. Feels bad using a full restore for 50 HP on the Pokemon that has Regenerator. So I'm not gonna do it. Oh dear, I've gotten... I took one step too far and ended up in... in here. Okay, Abra time. Oh dear, that one-shot me. Okie dokie, that's a problem. I'm not too concerned about... Never mind, I'm extremely concerned about that. Thankfully, we didn't miss any gear grinds. We're first... Yeah? Okay. Well, I'm gonna drop a save. And leave. Because I do not want to be on the receiving end of whatever happened out there. Let us make for this area. And you know what I do in times of trouble? When my friends are in imminent danger? I head back to their house. Oh, apparently there's nothing dangerous going to happen further there. We were expecting to get waylaid, but no. No. Lynn. Built her on the crash site of a meteor. And it was lost. But the ancient city became reborn. Can't be good. Oh dear. Okay. We'll give this a couple of tries, but I kind of want to go do Mystery Dungeon. I don't know what Noel's... I don't know what Noel's team is. Swing of Nagisa, because... I don't... Well, I don't know what happened to her when the Steelix got beaten up by the Hydreigon, which is probably what they're talking about. Okay, let's figure out what we're dealing with. Chinchino, oh dear. Okay. Well, scouting mission complete. HP Ice, HP Fire. Thunder Wave, okay. Thunder. Thunderbolt. Giving up Parad, and it's fine. We can give it Hikaru a Cherry Berry since we don't OHKO this thing anyway. Okay, what's next? Beware. Okay. Ethereal Subjugator is very good against Dog, apparently. Okay, so what boost did it get? It got... That looks like Spadef? HP Fire. HP Fire. Fuck. Do we one-shot this? Let's see. Not even close. Oh dear. Yeah, it has a defense boost. I see it now. Oh, come on, you piece of garbage. I reckon we can win this fight now, because I know that we don't switch Atsushi into we don't switch into HP fire from this thing. I don't remember what he led with. It was something that was easily to... Wasn't it something that Azumi dealt with very easily? I think it was something Azumi dealt with easily. And we can also give... Now, I don't know if this... The other thing we can do, no. Still wouldn't be enough. I guess we want to... I think the Porygon Z is going to be the big problem here. Yeah, it was a Chinchino. Okay. Kiss your ass goodbye. Okay. What? No freeze. Bye-bye, beware. Now we have to deal with Girafarig. Put Shiguru into HP Fire. And now we switch Kanaya into T-Wave. Okay, he has a Clefable. So how are we dealing with Clefable? Probably not Sushi. I'm gonna gear grind it. I'm gonna guess it is. You know what? If that's all it's got, I'm doing another shift here. Bye-bye! And we will stay in on this and gear grind it. I don't think we're gonna one-shot it, but we should do good damage. Crit one-shots it. I don't think the crit mattered because she also gets the revenge kill there. Girafarig is very easily dealt with our remaining team members. And what's last? Swellow might be tricky to deal with. Swellow might be tricky, but we have Hikaru, and I think Hikaru's Intimidate would do enough that Nagisa could T-Wave this. And that would pretty much render it a non-issue, I think. Okay. let's watch the rest of this scene play out, and then we'll do Mystery Dungeon. I don't know is the answer. Yeah, didn't that happen to me when I did death mode last time? Okay. Next time we will be investigating an explosion. So I'm gonna go let the dog out, and then I will be doing Mystery Dungeon. So yeah, I will see you on the other end of that.